The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. You look at Portland. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
Check it out, Charlotte, man. They just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Norman Powell. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Charlotte, Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Chris, tonight, 2 offenses that love to slow it down and then set it up. What was your favorite half-court play, for instance?
Oh, wow. Well, for me, it's a play called turn 4 or 5. And depending on if I was the 4 or the 5, that means that you have a guard come out. He spins out. He comes out on the wing, and he throws it into you. And then it's your job to go to work or to find a double team. So it's almost like being that point forward off the box. So any play that was called for myself in the half court, you know, was my favorite play.
Right, I can see the play in my mind right now as you're describing it, actually. Now Rozier, after the missed 3 from Serge Ibaka. The shot's good from Monk.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
And the pass to Ibaka. He kicks to Powell. 5 on the clock. Pass to VanVleet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Trailblazers. Count it.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's VanVleet. Rozier defending. Siakam outside. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Rozier. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Bridges. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Here's VanVleet. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now, here's Siakam. Defense right on him. That shot off. And Charlotte will come the other way. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, Greg, and maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the line.
And Rozier pulls it down.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up.
Oh, look at him fly!
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And so here's Toronto. After the basket by Charlotte. Offensive rebound. Siakam kicks to Ibaka. Over Zeller. And again, Toronto no up.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Passes it to Washington. Back to Rozier. And the three off target. Raptors trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with, Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game. And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Bridges. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's around 14 points per game, just over 2 steals and 6 rebounds. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
His nose for the ball has never been better. I mean, Greg, his transition defense really stands out. If you get careless in the open court, he'll make you pay.
Now, here's Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Powell with it, now guarded by Monk. Scooped up, looking to end the run, and it's Ibaka getting it to go. Ibaka's got it back down to within single digits for the Raptors. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were on fire from outside.
Here's Siakam. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Look at the playmaking ability of Johnson. Just such a gifted passer.
Hornets leading by 7. Now Rozier. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Now here's Van Vliet. Rozier defending. Ibaka right side. Over Zeller, and again it's Toronto converting.
The turnaround, Jay, a great rhythm shot. Not everyone's able to pull it off.
Rozier with the ball. Here's Washington. Out to the wing, 6 to shoot. Monk for 3, and the Hornets miss again.
A strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play.
Powell, no one around him, cans it from downtown.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. I mean, they're right here.
Now, here's Rozier. Now the pass to Monk. The feed to Zeller. And nothing is falling for him right now. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. Siakam finds Johnson. Pass to Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. Over Rozier. A second chance effort. Ibaka.
And I think Bridges has some real upside defensively. He's strong, athletic, and able to guard multiple positions. And that's what every team is looking for. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Johnson. Siakam up top. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Bridges passes to Rozier. Inside. Stolen by Van Vliet. And they're running. Here's Siakam. Finished off the break. Siakam's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hornets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Passes it to Monk. Bridges against Johnson. There's the pass to Rozier. Rebound by the Raptors.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Chris, of the guys you went against and played against, who would have benefited from today's style of play the most?
Oh, man, I got a few names. Billy Owens. Billy Owens, to me, was a guy like a Kevin Durant. No, he couldn't shoot like that, but he did everything on the floor for us there in Golden State. And I think in today, an open game for him where he could get going, oh, man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like Detlef Shrimp. He could post up, he could pop and pick, he could shoot the ball deep, he could shoot off the dribble, finish on the break. Whatever you wanted, he could give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8", but played like a little bit of a guard, those two guys come to mind.
Here's McCall. He averages about 5 points a game. And finished off by Gasol.
Not a lot of ups needed right there for Gasol to get up and hammer the dunk through.
And here is Graham. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's guarded closely. Out to the right wing. Making the pass to Biyombo. That one's off. Still out of sync. Toronto leading by 3. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here's Powell. 17 points for him last game against Portland. Biyombo with the block. Now Graham. Out to the right wing. Biyombo finds Hernan Gomez from the wing. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And here are the Raptors now. And here's Toronto. They're on a 16-4 run right now. To the right side. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby. And the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Pushing it up. Biyombo with the block. Making the pass to Hernan Gomez. Batum inside the three-point line. Here's Biyombo. Here's Bacon. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Charlotte trailing. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
Charlotte shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Batum against Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
The free throw drops for Powell. And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting five, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade in the starting position.
Good on both. Charlotte in the lead. Graham with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Hernangomez. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 3-on-3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. .139 left to play here in the first. Powell against Batum. Powell dishes to Gasol. The shot misses. And the Hornets now going the other way. And here is Graham. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Powell against Batum. It's blocked.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot blocking.
Kicks it to Graham. Pass to Biyombo. Charlotte moving it around. Batum wide open. He fires. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Now here's Powell. 8 points for him. Here's Gasol. That one drops for him.
He has great touch and feel inside. All the qualities big men like Gasol need to be effective in the paint.
Passes it to Bacon. The dish to Batum. And there's the pass to Graham. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hernangomez. Yambo trying to break free. No good from Hernangomez. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's McCaw. No good from outside. And that does it for the first quarter. Hornets ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a 13-5 run. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
Bringing my defense toughness, my experience playing with those two guys, one of the best in the game right now, and then helping those two here And with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot, energy, and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Batum. Hernan Gomez out there with Bacon. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Graham in at the point guard position. Here's Graham. The Raptors getting the bucket. Batum inside the three-point line. And too long on the shot.
That's a nice defensive effort. Sticking right up on him. I mean, affecting the shot.
Van Vliet finds Gasol. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11 points. Batum attacking. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop him. You bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs they just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Pass to Boucher. Van Vliet looking around. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hornets leading by 5. Now Graham to the middle. Here's Biyombo. Goes back up. Hernan Gomez. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Anunoby. Graham defending. Anunoby passes to Gasol. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Graham. Hernan Gomez down low. Nails the baby hook. Hernan Gomez has got his second basket of the night.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Anunoby. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Charlotte moving the ball around. Outside, Batum. Here's Graham. A three-pointer, no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded. winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23, and he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. So it's the Hornets now, after the Raptors pick up 2. Monk, the pass to Washington. Dishes it to Bridges. Outside, Batum. Here's Zeller. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Siakam finds Van Vliet. Left side, Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Gasol is the kind of guy, I mean, if you forget about him, he's going to make you pay. Nice work on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Monk. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now, that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Here's Siakam. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one. Washington, that's good. And now a 7-point Hornets lead.
Oh, good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
The Raptors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And the shot goes down.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better.
Well, over Batum's career, he's averaged more than 3 assists per game. He just knows how to whip the ball around the floor.
Raptors trail by 7. Van Vliet with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Siakam. Here's Boucher. Tries again. It's deflected.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now, here's Monk. He has 7. Here's Bridges. Second shot opportunity. Here's Zeller. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Oh, it's fun watching Zeller work on different parts of his game. His pump fake is hard not to bite him.
And with Cody Zeller, he has a very workmanlike approach when he's on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's what Zeller is all about, playing a simple meat and potatoes type game. I mean, what he does won't show up in the box score, but it'll show up in the standings.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. The NBA fans sometimes called the 6th man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Vlade, we believe in you. Peja, every shot is good. She make them creatively. They be bright, they be big, and we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers say, this is my first first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris, or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans, how loud they are, how they get on the teams, how they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche, that is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real, and some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yes.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Powell, he's checked in for Patrick McCall. Both free throws good from Bridges.
You know, what I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
Now here's Powell. He's got 8.
And taking a look at some stats here for Rozier, how last month turned out for him, 10th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Charlotte with it. He kicks it to Monk. Over to the wing. Bridges passes to Zeller. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Gasol.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Looking to get back on track here. Siakam misses.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Van Vliet kicks to Powell. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Now, here's Rozier. Passes it to Zeller. And here is Monk.
And Monk is an interesting player. A combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 3 shots.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors, trailing here by 8. Johnson outside. The tray. That shot off. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Feeds to Monk. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Monk's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Raptors trail by 10. Now Van Vliet. The pass to Ibaka. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Ibaka. Over Rozier. Ibaka, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's stolen by Johnson. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Hornets with the rebound. Fast break now for Charlotte. Bridges leading the charge.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Raptors trail by 12. Van Vliet kicks to Johnson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Now, here's Rozier. Monk with the ball. Here's Bridges. 4 on the clock. Johnson with the block.
And the exceptional athleticism of Johnson. Love how he gets up for these rejections.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bacon's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Van Vliet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Right around midseason here, Chris, more players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that go. Wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we could do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in where we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. And other guys come in and you kind of get how it goes. So a lot of different ways you can have meetings. But hopefully as a coach, you have great leadership. So at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for it.
Rozier misses the baby hook. Raptors trail by 7. There's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rozier the pass to Hernan Gomez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
The Hornets have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the first one at the line is good. OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. He's perfect from the line this time. Raptors trail by 9. A minute 20 left here in the second. Powell, the pass to Anunoby. Inside. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Here's Graham. Pass to Bacon. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Toronto's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Powell in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Rozier, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Rozier. That shot, no good. Ibaka with some nice D. Down low. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Anunoby.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Graham with the ball, guarded by Powell. Graham, the pass to Rozier. Lock at 6. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Hernan Gomez has got 4 points this quarter.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And so it's Charlotte bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Checking out the Hornets, and big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times, it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, get to a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Rozier. So the Raptors 5 right now. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Powell is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Johnson in at the 3. Now, here's Monk. Another shot. Here's Zeller. Banked in off the glass. Zeller's got 10.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit, but keeps on finishing.
Pass to Ibaka. Now here's VanVleet. Rozier defending. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 7. Good work from VanVleet. Here's Rozier, covered by VanVleet. To the paint, it's tipped. Powell with the steal. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Here's Ibaka. The shot, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Bridges shot, good. And now an 11-point Charlotte lead.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Now here's Van Vliet. Rozier defending. Pass to Johnson. Siakam outside. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He's got 8.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket. And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Now, here's Monk. 11 points in the game. Passes to Washington. Out to the right wing. Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Siakam. The past month has been surreal. He's putting up about 21 points per, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
And that one misses. The Raptors making a switch here. McCaw's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And here is Siakam. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Cody Zeller. For Toronto, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the first one drops. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. And Toronto also making a switch. Marc Gasol is checked in for Serge Ibaka.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
To the wing right side. Knocked away.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Washington passes to Zeller. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Siakam. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes the 3. Drops in the tray. Johnson's got 6.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Here's Zeller. In the corner, it's Monk. Baseline try. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Van Vliet. 8 points for him. Washington passes to Monk. Charlotte moving the ball around. And it's Washington missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And then Monk with the dunk.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. 4-point game. He dishes it to Gasol. Left block shot on the way. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Now, here's Batum. He has 6. Now, here's Monk. And the pass to Washington. Right block shot. Boucher with the rebound. Here's Toronto now. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Monk, the pass to Zeller. Bucket is good. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
Van Vliet with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Gasol. And here is Siakam. Over Washington. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Gasol. And that's 12 points for Siakam. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at Rozier. He's gotten his share of votes, but there are still a lot of players in front of him.
And it's just been tough in the East this year. Kevin, so many guys are having huge seasons. Even getting near the top 10 is impressive.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Van Vliet. Siakam outside. 5 to shoot. Zeller grabs the board.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Graham dishes to Zeller. On the wing, Batum. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now it's a 7-point Charlotte lead. Now here's Van Vliet. He's tightly guarded. Teardrop shot. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. That's a foul on Charlotte. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Throw good, Van Vliet. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. And so he hits both. And so here's Charlotte. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Graham, covered by Van Vliet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that game against the Timberwolves, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Raptors trail by 7. Van Vliet kicks to Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Pass to Bacon. This one for 3. No good there. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Now the pass to Gasol. Shoots over Biyombo. Gasol no good. Charlotte leading by 4. Pass to Zeller. Outside Batum. There's Bacon. Charlotte no good that time either.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Graham. The Raptors getting the bucket. Pass to Bacon. Zeller against Gasol. Batum for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Van Vliet. Graham defending. Here's Gasol. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Hornets have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here's Graham. Covered by Van Vliet. Graham with the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Toronto has possession, trailing by 4. The drive by Siakam. Can't hit from in close.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Batum passes to Zeller. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's blocked. Graham surveying the floor. Outside Batum. Fast break Toronto. On up the court. Siakam misses.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
And he gets the bucket. .137 left in the third quarter. Passes it to Gasol. Here's Van Vliet. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Van Vliet's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic spot in the open man.
Charlotte calls timeout. Some changes for Charlotte. Hernangomez comes in for Biyombo. And it's Miles Bridges in for Dwayne Bacon. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Graham. There's the pass to Hernangomez. From downtown. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Ibaka. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Now just a 3-point Hornets lead. Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Graham with the ball, guarded by Powell. Hernangomez trying to break free. No good with the layup. And here is Powell. He's got 18. Pass to Gasol. The shot from the low post is good. Gasol's got 14.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Now Graham. Kicks it to Zeller. 11 feet away. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now here's Powell for the lead, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. Gasol, that's a two-pointer. No good. Right back after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Monk and Batum, the wing. Bridges out there with Hernangomez, and it's Graham in at the point. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. That gives them the lead. 16 points for Marc Gasol.
Remarkable concentration. Gasol, so difficult to distract, even with good defense.
Pass to Monk. Now here's Batum. Back to Monk. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Hollis Jefferson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson finds Powell. Gasol with it. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He can't hit that time. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. And here is Monk. The pass to Graham. Hernan Gomez down low. Ibaka on him. And here are the Raptors now. It's a 1-point game. Powell kicks to Johnson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first one at the line is good. Washington's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Then for the Raptors, Boucher is checked in, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. So he gets them both. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. It's Powell on the wing. Graham defending. Powell inside. Bridges with the steal. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there. And he just lifts off with power.
Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's VanVleet, and he uses the glass on the layup. VanVleet's got 9 points here in the second half. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Here's Washington. Here's Monk, and it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Here's VanVleet. Pass to Boucher. All sorts of time. No good off the back of the rim.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Now here's VanVleet. He's guarded closer. Passes it to Boucher. Johnson with it. Bridges covering. Ibaka outside. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. The Raptors rebound. The fadeaway J off the mark. Hornets leading by 3. Monk, the pass to Washington. Lays it up off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Toronto's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Miles Bridges.
Oh, that's just a solid play by Johnson, sensing the physical defense and going right up into him with the shot.
And Johnson drops them both. Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Rozier looking around. For 3, Bridges. Biombo, the pass to Washington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Free throw good from Washington. Both shots good from the stripe. Raptors trail by 5. Now Powell. Ibaka dishes to Powell. A floater. Boucher kicks to Ibaka. Johnson against Bridges. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Miles Bridges.
And Johnson, the former Arizona Wildcat, certainly has a bright future in this league. The combination of shooting, speed, and length he possesses is just exciting.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Hornets leading by 3. Now, here's Monk to the inside. The pass to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Five on the clock. Back to Rozier. Shoots over Van Vliet. And the Hornets miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Here's Washington. Poked loose. Here's Bridges to the left wing. 1 for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game. 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Now here's Van Vliet. Rozier defending. Floats one. Ibaka. Misses off the right eye.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
Now, here's Monk. Pass to Washington. Here's Bridges. Biombo down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Yes, that goes in. And it's an 8-point Hornets lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The drive by Siakam. And that one drops.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closer. In the corner, it's Monk. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now,
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Pass to Rozier. And here is Zeller, covered by Van Vliet. Rozier kicks to Bridges. Puts up a three. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Bridges against Johnson. Bridges passes to Monk, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim. And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Now here's Van Vliet. Passes to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
The versatility to play in the high post as well as alongside the baseline. Zeller does have places to get his buckets, which have been piling up tonight.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto, trailing by 10. And there's the pass to Siakam. Inside. A shot by Johnson, no good.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
Pass to Rozier. And here is Bridges. Here's Monk. He doesn't hit that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Takes a three. And there's Bridges on the assist by Zeller. Zeller's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so here's Toronto. It's a 13-point game. Tipped away. Rozier the pass to Washington. Pass to Siakam. Can't cash in from close range. The Hornets on offense. They're on a 20-6 run. Now here's Bridges, covered by Van Vliet. Bridges shot good.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Cody Zeller.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He took charge tonight, and it was just that type of breakout performance they needed. As they try to shake out of the slump they've been in, they'll be hoping he has more nights in him just like this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Van Vliet. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Rozier with the ball. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Washington, and there's another one for the Hornets.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And Toronto has possession following the score by Charlotte. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. With the teardrop, a rebound by Washington.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
Yeah, it's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his 5th foul. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Raptors trail by 17. Davis surveying the floor to end the cold streak. That shot misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Hornets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Cody Zeller.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's Davis on the wing, covered by Martin. Stolen by Martin. And Charlotte turns it over again. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And that one misses. Here's Charlotte now. And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Chile. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.